Hey everybody, welcome once again to Infinite Realms and time for another A Song of Ice and Fire review. This time we're taking a look at the Night Watch Heroes 3. It's hard to believe we're on 3 already. We just got 2, it seems like not too long ago. I have not even painted Cold Hands yet. And here we go with 3. Now the Night Watch, as far as painting goes, I like and despise the Night Watch at the same time because they're so uniform. And yet, they're so uniform. It's kind of the opposite with free folk. It's like the free folk, you don't have to worry about uniform, but you get into so many combinations and you just are trying your best to make something that is reasonable out of it. So, yeah, but those are the 2 armies I'm focusing on the most, so stands the reason I'd review these first. And I gotta tell you, I had to go pull out the wiki of Ice and Fire to find out anything about most of these guys, because, yeah, it's a bunch of names I just kind of plain forgot, to be perfectly honest. So let's go over and take a look. I'm going to start with Yorin, a character I had forgotten about. Okay, Yorin on his non-combat unit. I really like this one. Is if you gain 4 orders, you can deploy 1 unit of conscripts, which is pretty cool if you think about it. That's some extra forces, so hey, why not? Now, Yorin, other than that, Yorin can also be an attachment. He can heal a unit he's attached to. I don't know if that's as cool as his non-combat unit power, though. I mean, that just is really nice to just bring in a whole another unit. And, conceivably, I mean, you could do it probably only once a game. Although I could see situations where you could do it twice. I mean, there's got to be ways you can do it twice. So, that's a pretty nifty one. He does heal up a unit that he's attached to. That's not bad. That's a pretty nice thing. Now, as for his figure, it's a good mold. I like it. Again, Night Watch, what are you going to do? Paint them black. I mean, that's what we do. And, of course, I'm going to put in some very dark grays like that. But a nice, real good looking figure. I'm going to go with 4 stars here just because I really like that deploying a unit power. Okay, so next gonna stop off with Satin. There's 2 versions of Satin here. One's Dauntless, which each time a unit passes the morale test, they restores 1 wound. And Commander's Vassal, where this unit is considered your commander for the remainder of the game. I can see situations where that would be useful, although the healing of the wound, especially just for 1 point, that's pretty good. Satin was one I didn't remember, and then I kind of remembered why I didn't remember. I went into the wiki and remembered Satin got his name from the fact he was raised in a whorehouse and was at one time a whore. Yeah. So, just in case you ever thought the Night Watch never got it on with each other, there you go. Now then, Edison Tollett, which is another character I had to dig up in the wiki, and I went, oh yeah, he was actually in Game of Thrones, and he was. So, his attachment, he gets gallows humor. Okay. I can think of a lot of better attachments, to be perfectly honest. So, I don't know, he's kind of okay. The mold, I mean, it looks like him. Definitely looks like him. I'll go 4 stars on that one. It looks like the character and fits perfectly. Okay, so this time we get 3 commanders, which is kind of nice. I like getting extra commanders. We'll start off with Sir Dennis Malistar, who, as far as his powers go, he has Knightly Vow and Dutiful Commander. They're okay. I just skimmed his tactic cards. I didn't see anything spectacular in there, so I kind of would overlook this. In case you're forgetting who he was the commander of the Shadow Tower in the books. Now, his NCU is a little better. Gets influence, which doesn't hurt having. And, you know, for a decent cost of 4, I mean, it works just fine. So, zipping through here, because I intend to. We also get Cotter Pike. Cotter Pike also has an order for reckless heroism and fueled by slaughter. Pretty decent powers. I'm gonna try him out. In case you've forgotten who Cotter Pike was, he was the commander of Eastwatch. So now we have the commanders of all the castles at this point too. Now Cotter Pike also comes with reckless heroism as an attachment, and still carries the reckless heroism. He also gets furious charge with that. So, I mean, that gives you vulnerable when you do a successful charge. It's not bad, especially when, you know, you consider his attachment as 1 point. So, I don't know if the commander is going to outweigh that. I mean, I am going to try him out. And finally we have, and he's just a commander this time, there is no attachment card. We have Benjen Stark. He is on a horse, just so you know. Benjen gets ranging specialists, order hidden traps, and disrupt. Pretty darn good abilities just alone. His cards look better than any of the others. I think I may actually give him a shot as a commander, because he just seems kind of interesting. And I think I'm going to stick him with the Ranger Vanguards, because it seems like that's going to be a good combination. I will give that one 5 stars. I also like the mold. I mean, it's just a cool looking mold. Yeah, definitely worth just the hero box. Him alone makes it worthwhile. So, yeah, I would definitely would grab this box. Overall, the box, I mean, there's some interesting new attachments. The commanders, I think they're just about average, except for Benjen. I think Benjen has a lot of potential. I don't think he's a Jon Snow, but, you know, he could be a good alternate. And, yeah, so the attachments work well, and the non-combat units have some interesting abilities. So, for the box overall, I'll say 4.5. It definitely is a one to pick up if you play Night's Watch. I like it anyway. And, you know, hey, the gray paint, the gray plastic is easier to paint. It always takes the paint a lot bit easier than, you know, especially a Lannister box. Oh, God, Lannisters are such a pain to paint. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for Infinite Realms. Don't forget to like and subscribe.